Hello everybody. How you guys doing today? I pray you're doing well. I sure do. Welcome to So You Think You Know the Bible Insert 5. Insert 5, yes. It come to my attention that I did not post the answer for that. It's weird. Nobody comment or anything like that, so I had to figure that out myself, but it's alright. The answer for answer 5 is the Red Sea. What the course was the Red Sea. And you can find it in Exodus 14, technically verse 10 to 31. But again, I like to do a little bit more reading. So it's verse 5 to 31. That's what we're going to read today. Exodus 14, verse 5 to 21. To 31. Let's begin. Now it was told to the king of Egypt that the people had fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and his servant was turned against the people, and they said, "Why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us?" Sorry. So he made ready his chariot and took his people with him. Also he took 600 choice chariots and all the chariots of Egypt, with captain over every one of them. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued the children of Israel, and the children of Israel went out with boldness. So the Egyptians pursued them, all the horses, the chariot of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them, camping by the sea beside Pi Harion, before Baal Zephon. That's why, if you wanted to start, you can start at chapter 10. And when Pharaoh drew near, the children of Israel lifted their eye, and behold, the Egyptian marched after them. So they were very afraid, and the children of Israel cried out to the Lord. Then they said to Moses, "Because there were no grave in Egypt, have you taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you so dealt with us to bring us up out of Egypt? Is this not the word that we told you in Egypt, saying, 'Let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptian'? For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptian than that we should die in the wilderness." Sometimes people don't want to live where they at. Not all bad. It is not an easy thing to take them out of it. Anyway, I wanted to say, like, people in an abusive relationship, but I don't think that's fair on them to say that. And Moses said to the people, "Do not be afraid, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptian whom you see today, you shall see again no more forever. The Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace." And the Lord said to Moses, "Why do you cry to me? Tell the children of Israel to go forward. But lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea, and divided it." And the children of Israel You okay?
Okay.
All right. But lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divided it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground to the midst of the sea. And I indeed will harden the heart of the Egyptian, and they shall follow them. So I will gain honor over Pharaoh and of all his armies, his chariot, and his horsemen. Then the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I have gained honor for myself over Pharaoh, his chariot, and his horsemen. And the angel of God who went before the camp of Israel moved and went behind them. And a pillar of cloud went from before them and stood behind them. So he came between the camp of the Egyptian and the camp of the Israelite. Thus it was a cloud that darkened to the one, and he gave light by night to the other, so that the one did not come near the other all the night. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the seas, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by the strong east wind all that night, and made the sea into dry land, and the waters were divided. So the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea on dry ground, and the waters were a wall to them on the right hand, on the left, and the Egyptians pursued and went after them in the midst of the sea, all Pharaoh's horses, his chariot, and his horsemen. Now it came to pass in the morning watch that the Lord slew down upon the army of the Egyptians to the pillar of the cloud, and it troubled the army of the Egyptians. And he took off the chariot wheel, so that they drove them with difficulties. And the Egyptians said, Let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fight for them against the Egyptians. Then the Lord said to Moses, no, you're not going nowhere. Then the Lord said to Moses, Stretch out your hand over the sea, that the waters may come back upon the Egyptian, on the chariot, and on the horsemen. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and when the morning appeared, the sea returned to its full depth. While the Egyptians were fleeing into it, so the Lord overthrew the Egyptian in the midst of the sea. Then the water returned and covered the chariot and the horsemen and all the army of the Pharaoh that came into the seas after them. Not so much as one of them remained. The children of Israel had walked on dry land in the midst of the sea, and the water were a wall to them on the right hand and on the left. So the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptian. And Israel saw the Egyptian dead on the seashore. Thus Israel saw the great work which the Lord had done in Egypt. So the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses. Amen. 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 Thank you guys for being here. Pray for me, I pray for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.